Hello and welcome to The Album Man, and today I'm going to be doing CDs and vinyl I bought recently for January 2015. Yes, I'm still behind. I will catch up. I promise I will actually catch up with this series. Because I don't like always being a month behind, so that's why I'm trying to get this done earlier in March, so that mid-March we'll actually have the one for February and be where we should be with this damn series. So not half as much as December, because December was the freaking ton of stuff, both vinyl and CD. So check that out if you haven't already. But some cool finds to definitely think, oh, I wouldn't have bought them, would I? So of course I'm going to say they're cool. Should we start with the vinyl? There's only 3, but yeah, they're decent. So this was the first couple of ones I got a little cheaper, £2 each, from my favourite record store, Quicksilver Music in Southport, northwest of England. Do check it out if you ever happen to be there, though I don't know why you would go to Southport, because aside from the record shop, it's pretty shit. First we have the Yes album by, yes you guessed it, Yes. This is freaking, I mean, to find this for £2, oh, that's a step. I mean, okay, do I have this on CD? Yeah, I do. But most of my Yes collection's on vinyl, and I want all of the classic Yes albums, basically why I count as classic, from the first Yes's Yes, not the Yes album, but their self-titled Yes album. I know, bloody confusing. All the way up to Tomato, or I think. Then it's Drama. I might get Drama on vinyl, but it has Trevor Rabin. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, Tomato is shit, but I have that already, so why not? Anyway, the Yes album. Let's talk a little bit about this. I mean, if you don't know this and you're a prog fan, what are you doing with your life? This has songs like Starship Trooper, I've Seen All Good People, Yours Is No Disgrace. This has some of the catchiest melodies you'll ever find in prog. I mean, there's very few prog albums where I can hum loads of the tracks for Yours Is No Disgrace, Starship Trooper, and I've Seen All Good People. They're just such amazing melodies, combined with, well, I mean, it's, you know, you've got John Anderson singing these melodies, you've got Steve Howe on guitar, freaking Bill Bruford on drums, Chris Squire backing it up, and then Tony Kaye on keyboards, so he's alright, does the job. Not as good as what they had to come, but this is one of the best albums. Only Close to the Edge to me beats it for this. And then from that to my third favourite Yes album, Fragile, which has good old Rick Wakeman, the best keyboardist Yes I've ever had. And this is cool. This is again £2, not bad for this. And the actual vinyl itself is in, like, near mint. It's such good condition. It sounds absolutely lovely. And then it's cool. It's gatefold, and it has this interesting sort of booklet, which is in really, really nice condition actually. So that's damn awesome. This is fantastic. If you don't know this album, just listen to Roundabout. And what made me particularly want to listen to this is saying, if any anime fans out there, I've been watching the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and they have Roundabout as their ending theme, and the whole show, like, practically every character, aside from the main one, they're named musical references. One of the main villains in the first season is called Dio, for crying out loud, and yes, it is actually named after Ronnie James Dio. And there's loads of stuff. There's a freaking guy named after Bill Bruford in an anime. So there you go. There's a recommendation for any anime fans out there. It's awesome. Anyhow, Fragile by Yes is also awesome. All I really need to say, this has Roundabout, which is like the catchiest freaking song ever, honestly. It's the catchiest Yes song. It's one of my absolute favourites. And then, if you want something a bit more epic, a bit more like Close to the Edge, you have Hark the Sunrise, which is a 20-minute extravaganza. The only weakness to this is that each of the members on it got to do their own individual stuff, and some of it, you know, they tend to be quite short, those songs, but they're not as good, I would say, generally, as the ones the group does together. But still, this album just end-to-end, very, very listenable, very enjoyable. Now, something I was really pleased to get, because to find this for under a tenner is nigh on impossible and basically a miracle, so I had to snap it up as soon as I saw it. Medal by Pink Floyd. Oh, damn, have I been wanting this album. Just even on CD, I've been wanting this, let alone on vinyl. The only vinyl Pink Floyd I have outside of this is Wish You Were Here. And, oh, weirdly enough, I've heard Medal before owning this, but not much, to be quite honest, not much. Only a few times have I listened to it. And damn, I nearly forgot how good Echoes was. That's just one of their best songs. Echoes takes up basically the whole side 2. and it's just one of the most amazing journeys Pink Floyd will ever take you on. I really like the first side as well. I think it has some strong songs, all a bit shorter. Is this as good as Dark Side? No. Or Wish You Were Here? No. Or Animals? No. Or The Wall? No. No, but this is definitely where you can see the genesis of the sound that would make their absolute masterpieces. This is the prelude to the utter greatness that Pink Floyd would produce. An essential listen for any Pink Floyd fan, really is. You can skip maybe some of the stuff before this. Piper, I would say, is definitely an essential one before this, but you can go from Piper and then go from Medal and onwards for the classic if you want. And obviously I'd recommend go through all their albums because I'm a big Pink Floyd fan, even through TheAIbumMan. As many flaws as that album has. Let's go on to the CDs, some interesting stuff. So what one of the bands I've gone on about ad nauseum, you'll be sick of me mentioning them. As soon as I mention them, you're turning your grave. Well, probably not your grave, because you're probably alive watching this. Well, I hope so. Solstifia, yes, the Icelandic band I talk about all the time. Yes, Otter is my favourite album of 2014. I'm sure you know this. You want me to start talking about it. Well, I'm not, because I got Svartius van der. And this album, I got it signed as well by the lead singer, which is freaking amazing. And this album is freaking amazing. This is a double album, and it contains possibly the best song, which is called Fjara, spelled F-J-A-R-A. Go and look it up on YouTube. The music video is genuinely one of the best music videos I've ever seen. It is sublime music video, and the music accompanying it is some of the best music I've ever heard. So that's just genuinely wonderful. I would try and highlight other tracks to you, but I struggle to pronounce them because, well, they're all in Icelandic. This is an Icelandic band who sing in Icelandic. If you don't know who they are, and somehow you watch this channel and you don't know who they are basically an atmospheric rock band, think of it in that way, with some post-rock elements, built into crescendos, really emotional, beautiful music. And yeah, definitely check out F-J-A-R-A, Fjara. You will not regret it. Okay, so I've been on a big prog kick recently, which, I mean, by the last 3 vinyl, all of which prog, is hardly going to surprise you. But I bought some prog CDs as well. I'd like to have this on vinyl, but I also don't have £500,000. Gentle Giants. Oh, this is a class. This is a hands down classic. I can't believe it's taken me this long to listen to Gentle Giant. I've been recommended them many times before, but it's taken me ages to finally get around to them. And I would, if you don't know them, listen to the song Giant by Gentle Giant. It's the opener of this album, which is their debut. I mean, I haven't listened to any other Gentle Giant albums, so I can't judge, but I've heard many people say this is their best. I can see that. This is a classic, hands down classic British prog album. I freaking love this thing. Also, Nothing at All's really good song. And a la carte as well. They're probably my personal 3 favourites. Great stuff. If you like 70s prog, you will love this album. I assure you. And then someone else, very experimental and very proggy, and certainly damn cool. Frank Zappa with Hot Rats. I didn't own any Zappa, which I thought was criminal that I wouldn't own any Zappa considering my love for prog. And I've been enjoying this. This is certainly on the weird end of prog, and so is a lot of Zappa. But the Gumbo Variations, I mean, what a name for a song. The Gumbo Variations is certainly an epic. That song, over 15 minutes, it's good as well. And Willie the Pimp, I mean, just the names of these alone. Son of Mr. Green Jeans, It Must Be a Camel, Little Umbrellas, Peaches on Regalia. Zappa is a funny guy, he's a great guy. Bloody classic musician. So the next 3 are going to be less prog, as in not prog in the slightest. Power Jam's 10. Yeah, I didn't own this. This is just one of those, I saw it, £3 CX, and it was like, this is a classic album I've actually never listened to, and that I don't own, so I'll give it a go, because I don't own any Power Jam. And I really like this, actually. Even Flow, Alive, Black, Jomi, they're probably my faves on it. It's a good album. You know, do I think this is one of the best? Would I put it in my list? No, I wouldn't. Can I understand why people really like this? Sure. I'm not big into that sort of grungy 90s, rock grunge sound. I'm not a massive 90s fan. I mean, there are loads of 90s bands I love. I mean, I'm a freaking huge Radiohead fan. There are 2 of their albums in my top 100, top 10 even, freaking. But this album, definitely good. If you don't own this, this is something you should own. It's end to end, solid album. I don't know if I'll check out more Power Jam. I'm tempted. I might check out Vitology, I would say. I'll see. It's one of those bands, if it seems cheap, I will pick it up, but I won't go out of my way to find Power Jam, I suppose. This is an album I was really pleased to pick up. Them Crooked Vultures, self-titled Them Crooked Vultures. Don't know who they are. Supergroup consisting of Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age. Hell yes. Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters. Hell yes. And then John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin. Oh my god, yes. So 3 amazing musicians, all of which I adore in their own right, come together for one really interesting rock album. This is a very unique album. It doesn't sound like a Foo Fighters album, nor does it sound like Zeppelin, nor does it sound like Queens of the Stone Age. Though it sounds more like Queens of the Stone Age than the other ones, I'd say. You can definitely tell Josh Homme had a big influence on this. What songs I'd recommend checking out? Dead End Friends, Scumbag Blues, my personal favourite, and Mind Eraser, No Chaser. The ones I would definitely say you need to listen to. The only thing about this album is a lot of the songs are quite long, and 13 tracks. This album does go on a bit. I felt it could have been a bit shorter and could have been condensed to make overall a stronger album. I still found it thoroughly enjoyable, and it's a good listen. I hope they do more. Please don't Crooked Vultures. Get back together, do more. Why not? And then speaking of Josh Homme, I got Rated R. I think that's what it's called. Well, she's called R. This was the only Queens of the Stone Age album I don't own. Well, I mean, obviously I own it now, but it's the only one I didn't own prior to buying it, I think. I have the first one. Yeah, I've just bought the first one recently. I'm pretty sure I do have them all, that's cool. So, complete Queens of the Stone Age discography. That's always nice. And I haven't listened to this one enough to really speak about what I think on it, to be honest. No, I need to listen to it a bit more, I admit. But I definitely prefer it to, so far, to Era Vulgaris. I really don't like that album. I don't. If you like it, cool. But to me, it's way their worst album. Songs for the Deaf, yes, like Clockwork, their best album any day of the week. Their first album, hard hitting and heavy. Era Vulgaris, it's just like, what? This is, what are you doing? What are you doing, Queens of the Stone Age? No longer best of Palace, I need to listen to a bit more as well. I think that's pretty much all their albums mentioned. So yeah, that is everything I got in January 2015. So this has been TheAIbumMan. Thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, hope you enjoyed. And long live rock and roll.